Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today I'm looking at the Hot Wheels Star Wars Battle Rollers Luke Skywalker and his X-Wing fighter. Now the X-Wing was first seen in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Now just by looking at this out of the box, from what I can see, I don't know how to feel about this particular mold, but it does fit the aesthetic of the line's design so far. Now, for the ship size, it comes in about 1¼ inches long. So everybody should know how my videos go by now. We're going to take a look at the mold, paint, compare the ship to other pieces, and then we'll be done. So let's get moving. So let's get this review started looking at the mold. Like in all my videos, I will go over all the major sections of the item, and then we'll get a nice close-up look to see all those fine details. So up first, we have our nose cone, fuselage, looking good. We have our cockpit with Luke Skywalker in his flight suit and helmet. Not too bad. In the back, we have our S-foil mechanisms, no astromech or R2 unit at all. What are you going to do? You can't fit two characters, I guess. It would be pretty cramped. Then we have our 4 engines, which are nicely done, and 4 laser cannons. Looking at the bottom of the ship, we have 2 screws holding it together, tons of copyright crap, and also the metal ball to help it roll, which it does 50-50. So that does it for all the major sections, so now let's take a look at that detail. Alright, having a closer look, we'll begin with the nose cone. You can see how nicely it's angled. We have that recess in the front. The fuselage has some minor molding and line work, which looks pretty good. Now, I will admit, I love the X-Wing, but I don't like the cartoonish design of this particular battle roller. I don't know, it's not really doing it for me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'm just nuts. But on the bottom, we have some basic molding, some raised sections going around. As you can see right here, nothing really to write home about. Here we have the S-foil section, which is recessed in. Some decent molding in here, I will admit that. Especially right here at the top. Very cool stuff. We have this nice lip. And then we get to Luke Skywalker, which you can see his vest here is nicely detailed. You can see the little lines there. Especially in the front and his chest. Pretty cool. He has his gloves. His jumpsuit or flight suit is looking pretty good. The controls are there, which are pretty awesome. Little joysticks as well, painted black. For his helmet, everything's there that it should be. He has his chin strapped, his view piece. The helmet is nicely molded. Not bad at all. Now for the engines, we have our intakes looking good. They are recessed in, which is awesome. They also have some beautiful detail in here. Look at that. Nice line work. Pretty cool. Then we have our exhaust points, or where the thrust comes out of. Pretty decent for the laser cannons. Beautifully molded. They are a rubbery material. So just watch out because it could possibly warp. But nicely molded, and it's the same for this side. As you can see, the nice molding. And our laser cannons. On the top of those engines, we do have some beautiful molding here, some raised sections. Pretty sick, actually. Nice stuff. Moving on to the bottom, we have our 2 screws, copyright crap, minor line work, and that's really stretching it there. Besides that, it doesn't really have anything going for it down here. And of course, we have our ball down here. So that does it for the mold. Hopefully I covered everything. Like I mentioned, it's not my favorite design in the Battle Rollers line thus far, but it does have some nice details here and there. So now let's take a look at the paint. And now looking at that paint on the Battle Rollers Luke Skywalker and his X-Wing fighter, this ship features 8 different colors, and I think they work pretty well. The main color right here is a nice tan. Looking good. We've seen that color before on the main line's X-Wing fighters. Pretty dope. Next we have some yellow on the ship itself, also on Luke's visor. Looking good. Next we have some red on the sides of the ship, the fuselage. And also for the rebellion symbol and designs on his helmet. Pretty cool. Next we have white for his helmet, chin strap, and his vest. Looking good, nicely done. Also we have gray and black on his helmet, which designs are pretty nice. Nothing's really bleeding or anything like that. Pretty cool. We have skin tone for his face, black for his gloves, and I believe that's it. All in all, pretty nicely painted. So that does it for the paint. So now let's compare this ship to some other pieces before we conclude the video. And for a quick size comparison with the Battle Rollers Luke Skywalker and his X-Wing seen in the center, on the right hand side we have Emperor Palpatine in his Imperial Shuttle, and on the left hand side we have Rey in the Millennium Falcon. And for an added bonus size comparison with the Battle Rollers Luke Skywalker, I have it next to the Hot Wheels Star Wars TIE Interceptor, which is a beautiful ship if you can get your hands on it. As always, if you're interested in seeing reviews of any of the ships I've shown today, click the links in the description below. And that does it today for my review of the Hot Wheels Star Wars Battle Rollers Luke Skywalker and his X-Wing fighter. For the mold, it's not my favorite design thus far, but it works with the rest of the line, so I will give it that, and it does have some beautiful design work on its wings and engines. For the paint, I couldn't believe that there was 8 colors on here, but I do believe they really work well together and really bring this miniature to life. And that's basically everything I have to say today for this short review, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, and if you'd like to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye, everybody!